Researchers from Google, the Max Planck Institute of Informatics, and MIT Sale have recently released a new AI technique. It allows users to manipulate images in seconds with just a click and drag. The new Drag GAN is an AI editing tool that leverages a pre-trained GAN to synthesize ideas that precisely follow user input while remaining on the manifold of realistic images. Drag GAN is an interactive approach for intuitive point-based image editing far more powerful than Photoshop's warp tool. Unlike Photoshop, which merely smushes pixels around, Drag GAN uses AI to regenerate the underlying object. With Drag GAN, users can rotate images as if they were 3D, change the dimensions of cars, manipulate smiles into frowns, and adjust reflections on lakes. Moreover, they can change the direction someone faces. What sets Drag GAN apart from other approaches is its general framework, which does not rely on domain-specific modeling or auxiliary networks. To achieve this, the researchers used an optimization of latent codes that incrementally moved multiple handle points toward their target locations alongside a point tracking procedure to trace the trajectory of the handle points faithfully. Both components use the discriminative quality of intermediate feature maps of the GAN to yield pixel-precise image deformations and interactive performance. According to the researchers, Drag GAN by Google outperforms the state-of-the-art in GAN-based manipulation. Furthermore, it opens new directions for powerful image editing using generative priors. They look to extend point-based editing to 3D generative models in the coming months. This new technique shows that GAN models are more impactful than pretty pictures generated from diffusion models, such as those used in tools like DALL 2, Stable Diffusion, and Mid-Journey. While there are apparent reasons why diffusion models are gaining popularity for image synthesis, GANs saw the same rage and sparked interest 3 years after Ian Goodfellow proposed them. GAN uses two neural networks, a generator and a discriminator, to generate new and synthesized data instances. When editing images of diverse subjects, users can deform an image with precise control over where pixels go, thus manipulating the pose, shape, expression, and layout.
Adobe Firefly is an exciting new AI software developed by Adobe, the makers of Photoshop, that has revolutionized the field of artificial intelligence. Unlike traditional AI models that rely on massive amounts of centralized data and computing power, Adobe Firefly takes a decentralized approach, relying on Adobe's stock library as a source for the images. Many of the best AI art generators, such as Mid-Journey, Stable Diffusion, and DALL 2, have been scorned because they scraped the internet for reference images regardless of ownership or copyrights. Adobe Firefly allows you to make high-quality images and text effects. It uses only images and text that will be safe to use for commercial purposes from its own stock image library, Adobe Stock. So you don't have to worry about copyright issues or using someone else's designs. While we've all come to view text-to-image AI generators as simple ways to create polished art or, as in the case of image editor Drag GAN, affect photos, Adobe Firefly has some features everyone will like once they're added to apps like Photoshop. One, for example, is collaboration. The best art collaboration tools for designers include apps such as Figma, but Photoshop only enables people to work on the same image or dock one at a time. Adobe Firefly's integration into Photoshop will enable multiple artists to work on the same image at once, a little like the excellent Magma. So, using Adobe Firefly, you will be able to make real-time edits, offer feedback, and share sketches all at once. This could become more important as you learn to create everything from images, photos, video, and even web design all in one Creative Cloud app with Firefly connecting everything. Adobe Firefly Generative Fill explained. As Adobe Firefly is added to Photoshop, more of its key features designed to speed up workflow and make life a little easier are revealed. One is Generative Fill. This basically enables you to remove areas of an image's background using a standard brush and then paint in, or render in, a new background using text prompts. Photoshop already has this kind of feature in Content Aware, but this is next level stuff. Adobe Text-Based Video Editing. Adobe Firefly is set to take on and generate video editing. Adobe plans to create functions that enable you to change the mood, atmosphere, or colors in your video clips. You will even be able to alter the weather and tone, adjust the density of rain, fog, and snow. The potential of text-based video editing with Adobe Firefly so you can describe what you want and instantly change the settings to match will be revolutionary. In a demo, you can watch a woman's face change emotion, and in one scene a caravan in a field on a sunny day becomes a snowy scene with one text prompt. Adobe 3D Art. Adobe Firefly is set to do amazing work with 3D, such as turning simple 3D compositions into photorealistic images and quickly creating new styles and variations of 3D objects. Currently, this feature, aside from being able to create 3D-like text, is not a working tool. From my experience, for 2D artists and fellow colleagues not yet skilled in 3D, it can be quite daunting to create these kinds of images unless you're well versed in illustration or photo manipulation. Is Adobe Firefly ethical? This is the idea. What makes Adobe Firefly different to other AI art generators like Midjourney is you can opt out of having your art used as part of the data set to train the AI. A Do Not Train tag can be selected and added to any art you use with Adobe Firefly. Of course, you have to opt out and not opt in, which some would consider an issue.
Audio Jungle.